Krishna says something remarkable. The food you choose every day quietly shapes your mind, your body, and your soul. You truly are what you eat. Sattvic food, the forest sage. Deep in the forest, a young student named Dhruv lived with his teacher. Every morning they ate together. Rice cooked simply, lentils with a pinch of turmeric, a bowl of fruits from the nearby trees, and warm milk in the evening. The food was fresh, lightly seasoned, and prepared with quiet mind. Dhruv noticed something strange. On days he ate this way, his mind was crystal clear. He could sit still hours in meditation. He felt light, content, kind. His teacher smiled and said, "The body is a vessel. If you fill it with clean water, it carries clean water. Fill it with mud, it carries mud." Krishna says sattvic food is fresh, nourishing, mildly flavored. It promotes life, clarity, strength, and genuine happiness. It is a food that purifies, fresh, nourishing, and calming. Rajasic food, the restless prince. Prince Raj ate 3 times a day roasted meats dripping in fat, lentils loaded with dozen spices so hot they made his eyes water, pickles so sour they puckered his lips, and sweets so sugary they made his hands shake. He loved the excitement of every bite, bold, loud flavors hitting his tongue like fireworks. But the prince could never sit still. He was always irritable, always craving the next meal before he finished the current one, always restless at night. His body burned with energy, but the energy had no direction. It just spun it just spun him like a top. Krishna says Rajasic food, bitter, sour, salty, very hot, harsh. It produces restlessness, passion, desire, and grief. It agitates the mind, spicy, stimulating, and restless. Tamasic food, the sleeping farmer's son. 16-year-old Balu's favorite thing was to eat leftover food from 3 days ago. He ate it carelessly over low fire, half rotten rice, stale bread, anything he would eat without getting up from his mat. He ate dully, mindlessly, barely tasting. Then he would go back to sleep. His mother watched sadly. "You are young," she would say. "Why do you live like an old hog?" But Balu just shrugged and rolled over. The stale food had made his body heavy, his mind foggy. He had no spark, no curiosity, no joy. The food was quietly stealing something from him. Krishna says tamasic food, stale, tasteless, putrid, leftover, impure, produces dullness, heaviness, illness, and loss of alertness. It's stale, dull, and deadening. You can perform the same action, worship, give, work, eat, and it can be the most sacred thing in the world or most empty. The secret lies not in the hand but in the heart. So, as I'm telling you these stories, I remember how you feel so peaceful, so joyous, so full of life when you try to break your routine and go to some ashram, like any of the, whether it's Isha, Art of Living, or any local ashram which is in your place. When you go and see there, you see only sattvic food over there, and they make you talk very less, have sattvic food, have complete rest, lot of water, and you can yourself experience after a week or 3 days or 4 days, you feel so calm and peaceful inside. Remember, it's not just coming from going to a different place, it's coming from changing your food habits. The sattvic food which you are eating is making you full of life. That's what has been explained in chapter 17 in terms of food, in terms of how we pray, in terms of how you donate. And also, there's one more thing in terms of how you give gifts also. So, 3 people give the same gift, but watch how differently they give it and see what it says about who they are.